Hello, welcome to my home. My name is Lisa, and this is my channel about stitching. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Monday, August 31st. Tomorrow is the beginning of Sampler September. Anybody else excited about that? I don't know. I guess in 2020 we just have to really try to create things to be excited about. It's been kind of a crazy year. Okay, so I have some stitching to show you. I have some finished projects. I was able to do some framing last week. It's been like about a week and a half since I've been on. So let's get started. I thought since today on my agenda, if all goes well, I'm going to try to start putting my Christmas stuff. Wow. No, not that yet. I'm going to put my fall stuff out today just to get it started. And so I thought while I had gone through some of my fall stitching, and I thought I would bring out one of my favorite pieces. So this is, oh dear. I might have to put it in the drop-down box. I know it's by the Woolly U, and I want to say it's Autumn at Sunflower Ridge. I just loved how this one turned out. So I'm real excited to try to find a spot for that this year. I finished it, I think, after fall last year. I don't think I ever was able to put it out on display. So I'm trying to decide, how do you guys handle your seasonal stitching? I know if I decorate a wall, I know all the pieces aren't going to be the same size. And I don't normally worry about putting holes in my walls. I mean, if you've seen any of my home on any previous tour or anything, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the walls. So believe me, I don't get worried about putting nail holes in the walls. But I don't know, you just rethink it every time and change the whole wall, or do you just do similar size things for similar areas? I don't know. So I had in mind, I have a cabinet out in my kitchen, and our kitchen is kind of weird. It's where our back door is, our main door basically, and so there's a spot that's not around grease or whatever, but it's by the back door. Anyway, I've just had a clock that doesn't work, and just different things there, but it's been the same for years. And I thought, well, wonder if I was to switch it up and to put this on like an easel. So anyway, I'm kind of toying with that. So who knows what I'll try to come up with today. But so I thought I'd bring that out just to share, because I just love that one. And then I did get some framed things done. I believe last video I showed you this little frame that I got for 50 cents. And I mean, it has a little bit of roughed up edges, but heck, most of the time we try to do that anyway, right? So what's the big deal? So I had done this little freebie off Pinterest, I think last year during Mania. And it is charted to go kind of wonky, so don't think I'm that bad of a framer. It is actually in there straight, but anyway. So I was excited about that. And then I also did another little freebie that was off Instagram, the Be Well and Stitch. And I believe this was by Jeanette Douglas. And I kind of changed up. I gotta free up my hands here. I changed up a few of the colors. So I guess I have to go on this side for the colors to show up. But I do have kind of like a daisy type colors in the bottom flower. But anyway, I was excited about how that turned out. This was a little, I don't know, 25 or 50 cent frame that I found. So I kind of was toying with putting these on a shelf together. I don't know, they're kind of different color fabrics, so maybe they won't go that good together. But anyway, it was fun. I finally got a few more things put out of my to be finished bin. And then I had purchased this frame I want to say maybe last year, and it just had a glass piece in it, which I could probably find, but you don't care. It just had like a black letter C in it. I have no idea what it was for, but anyway, I was able to get the glass out. I pried out the little things around the edge, and I thought it would be cute for my little freebie off Pinterest. So I'm loving how it turned out. Now this frame, there's a lot of play in it, so I'm gonna have to find just the right spot. I mean, believe me, it's not a perfect frame for it by any stretch, but it's good enough for what I have intended for it. So I just think it's gonna go in my dining room. So, but I was happy I got that done. I put it on foam core, and I just used the pins, and I didn't even bother lacing it or anything. I just figure when I put some board on the back to try to stabilize it, excuse me, in my frame, I figure that'll cover all that up. And then the one that I was probably the most excited about, I shared last week, or last video. I had found this frame, and I was excited that my basket full series would fit in here. And it did. I'm very excited. This frame was $3 at the thrift store. And my original intention was just to do it on foam core, and I was just gonna set it in here, but I did it that way, but I noticed that all of the little imperfections from when I cut my foam core were very obvious. So in order to hide the imperfections, I went ahead and took it all apart, and I know I took something apart, go figure. I took it apart and cut the foam core a little bit bigger and put it on there. I put the pins in first and got it to where I liked it, and then I actually laced it on the back and then took the pins out. So anyway, I have the springtime one done, and I have autumn time ready to go, which I think this is one of my most favorite stitches. And the colors just aren't as pretty on the camera as it is in person, but I absolutely love it. I love the way the tea dyeing took hold. I mean, I just love everything about it. So very excited about that one. I have an idea. I think I'm gonna actually put this up in my sewing room right as you enter. I think there'll be a spot that I can put a little shelf underneath it, and I think it would look cute with like a drum or something down there. So that's my plan for that. I also, as kind of like in a finish, and it's like a finish as in a stage of finishing, but I did get my my little table topper or little wall hanging that I made in honor of Leanne. I was able to get that. I finished the last block, the last 3 blocks yesterday morning, and then I hurried and just sewed the sashing on there and the borders and pressed it real nice. And so now if I ever get my handy quilter up here in my sewing room, I can get that quilted and ready to go. But I was real excited with how that turned out. This is a Joe Morton pattern. Anyway, super cute. Very excited about that. So now I can start something new, right? No, I probably should try to finish that a little bit more before I start anything new. Although there's one that I'm already thinking about doing. Anybody who loves baskets. I'm sorry, my voice is getting all raspy. If you follow Temecula Quilt Company on Instagram, just recently she had done a free like little quilt along, mystery quilt along. Anyway, you basically just made little basket blocks, and then she showed you how she set it together. But anyway, I've been dying to do that because every time she would show another block that she made, I would get real excited. I just love basket quilts. I love baskets. Anyway, speaking of baskets, I went to the thrift store and I found these. I couldn't believe how cheap they were. They're old. And this one was $2. And I found another one that just about matched it. And I think it was $2 too. Yeah, it was fun. Well, I guess while I'm here, I'll talk about some of my thrift store stuff. I was able to find, they had little bags full of little old spools. I can't believe it. And they were all just great colors, all like blues and whatnot. I thought, oh, that would look so cute in a container. They were $1.50 a bag. So I bought way more than I needed, of course. These were old and they were 75 cents. And these had black thread on them. And I thought, oh, that would be so cute if I made like a little punch needle pumpkin or something, or even a wool pumpkin, and just sat it on there. You know. So anyway. Oh, and then I found this little spoon or little ladle. I just love it. It was porcelain and it was $1. No idea what I'll do with it. And then, oh, and then I found some little rusty, some rusty trees, metal trees. I'm not actually sure how, oh, there was just 2 of them in there, but that was 25 cents. So I thought, well, that was cute. Then I found this little, I don't know if it's I don't know, it reminded me of depression glass. Is that what I'm trying to think of? That little pink stuff. But anyway, it reminded me of that. I know it's not, but it reminded me of it. But I thought, oh, that would make a cute little pin cushion or even a cross-stitch base. And it was 50 cents. So I was real excited about that too. I have a huge pile of things that I feel like would make cute accessories. Like this, like cute little cake plate. I thought that would look so cute with stuff. I'm getting a huge pile of things. I better get busy. So anyway, which kind of leads me to another little thing. I found this cute little jar. And I thought it would be cute to put needles in and put in my purse. Because I still, even though I make needle books, I still end up not having needles. So I thought, well, that would be cute. That would fit in my purse, no problem. And so I put a few needles in there, but I didn't put it out in my purse yet until I showed it. So now I can put that away and put it out in my purse. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? I did make some more of my thread drops, and I can kind of show them as I show my threads for the projects that I'm working on. Last video I showed the book that I got at the thrift store. So I was able to make some cute little thread drops. No, thread floss rings. What the heck are these things called? This one just has a little flower in it. Sorry, my camera, my light is showing up on there. Let's see. And I was able to get another little flower. And then I put a whole bunch more on my thread that I had in projects. This one was just a little fall color flower. So I was happy with how those turned out. That was a fun evening. I just kind of, and I don't think I shared those, but maybe I did. If I did, just pretend that it was the first time I shared it. Okay, on to stitching. I did get a little bit done. Well, actually, I got quite a bit done on Grateful, Thankful, Blessed by Brenda Gervais. Last time I showed it, I didn't have the door in, so I was able to get the door put in, and then I think I did that far down on the house color. So I'm almost done there. I think I had the grass in last time. So I just have to do the two little people and finish the border. And I got to find out what color I'm going to do my white pumpkin in so that it shows up. But anyway, I'm loving that because I just did the outline of everything. And then I don't have to look at a chart or anything. I can just stitch. So like even yesterday morning when we were out on the front porch, I was just able to do a bunch of stitching out there because I didn't have to look at my chart or anything. I'm going to have to get a drink because I'm sounding even worse. Just a second. Okay. So I did just a tiny bit of work on Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Design. I was able to work a little bit on the trunk. And I don't know if I'm liking my whole plan because I had done this in the outside border in the wrong color. And I was going to blend my tree. So I'm not really sure if I'm too excited about that. We'll see. I just worked on it a little bit and then thought, oh, let's move on to something else. So I was watching, I was looking on Instagram the other night, Saturday, I think, and Brenda had shared that she was working on her Noel sampler, which kind of motivated me to get mine out. So, but I didn't get very far. Boy, Saturday was a busy day, and I just kind of ran out of steam. All I really got done was just those little berries on the tree, but that's okay. It's progressive, and plus it was just fun to do, so. All right, so those were my projects that I've been working on. And then, I don't know, something came over me, and I guess finishing all these frames or whatever got me motivated to start new things. So I started 4 new projects in the last week. So I'll share with you what those were. I started Liberty. Oh dear. What is this called? Liberty Hill Farm. It's a Silver Creek Samplers. It actually doesn't really say what the name of the chart is, but I'm assuming that's what it is. But anyway, I've always loved this one, and every time I would see Priscilla and Chelsea share on their channel, I was just very motivated to try to do it. So, and I believe they used Classic Color Works, which, you know, I didn't have. So I just picked some colors of DMC that I wanted. And I kind of picked a different red, white, and blue for me. But I'm so excited the way it's turning out. I'm really loving it. I was able to get another little floss ring made. And this is just basically like garden tools and a little bit of herbs. Anyway, so I'll show you how far I've gotten on that. I probably should have ironed some of this stuff, but I didn't. But I am just loving that red, and it's more of a pinky red for me. I just can't believe I like it so much. Let's see, it's 3831 in DMC. But I just love how these colors are working together. So I was able to get the big L and start some of the words. But anyway, really loving how that one's coming along. That one's super fun to work on. And speaking of Priscilla and Chelsea, they have a freebie on her blog that says blessed. And so I wanted to try to do that. I thought that would be pretty for some fall decorating. So I just used some scraps of coffee tea dyed things. I think this was actually the fabric that I did my basketful series on. So anyway, I just have to do the big sunflower, but I was kind of saving that for the last because I was excited about it. So I was able to use one of my little thread drops that had bittersweet on it and some scissors. And I just picked some random colors from DMC. So that went fast. That was like in an evening. After work, I was able to get that done. So I feel I could get that sunflower done pretty quick. Alrighty, and then after working on framing my other basketfuls, I decided to bring out winter time. And in order to do it, I wanted to do it all in the same frame. And so I wanted to make sure I had 4 of these napkins that I had purchased from the thrift store and tea dyed them. And so I wanted to make sure that they would all fit in that frame. So I had a project that I had already started, which was a prairie schooler up in this corner. But, sorry, my window's showing through. But anyway, so I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna continue it. It goes down further, but I'm just gonna stop at that point. And I think there'll still be enough room to finish it because I had to start my Santa Claus up here. But anyway, I'm loving how it's turning out. So I was able to get the majority of the snowflakes done. And the little Santa, I still need to do his face, but anyway, these are the colors that I've decided to use for it. The red is 304. But anyway, I love the colors so far. And then this is another one of my little thread drops. It has gardening tools on it too. So, since I love the idea of a garden but don't like to garden. Lazy. Okay, so that was my 3rd start this week. And the 4th one is by Lila Studios, and it's Quaker Welcome. Now, when I purchased it, I was really excited about all the black thread in it. But then as I was kitting it together and finding what threads I wanted to use, I kind of changed my mind on all the black. Because I love Quakers where they have all kinds of colors in it. And so I decided to try to change it up a little bit. So here's one of my little floss rings. I took a picture of ferns. And these are the colors I've picked. So I believe I decided against the pink house. So I believe one of the houses is going to be a red color. And then the other one, I believe, is going to be a mustard color. But we'll see. I have quite a few different options in here of ways I can go. And there is a pink in there if I decide. But like even these flowers down here, I don't think they're going to be all pink either. We'll see. So I was able to get a little bit of a start on it. So what I decided to do, instead of it being all black in the Quaker motif, I put a little bit of a pink, well, it's like a mauve color, I guess. Is it mauve? Actually, it's probably a little bit of a red color. It's not showing up very red there, but oh, there it is, I guess, a little bit red. So that was my start for that. And I just am going to wing it and just see how it goes. There'll be a lot of black in it. I'm planning on doing all of the letters in black. And it's just these little motifs here that I think I'm going to change up a little bit. And I haven't even decided if I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. I don't know. If I do, it won't have that much black in it. So, but that was fun. That was just an evening, so that went that was going pretty fast. So, okay. Why is it whenever you hit record, your face starts to itch? I don't get it. Okay, and I had some Stitchy kindness. So let me get that. It fell off the pile. So just a second. Okay, so I had a comment a while back from, I believe her name's Mary Jane, and she's in Georgia. I didn't ask if I was allowed to say her name, but I'm sure it'll be okay. There's probably a lot of Mary Janes in Georgia. But if it was you, I thank you. That was so kind of you. She had said that during the COVID shutdown, she had done some purchasing and had accidentally purchased a couple of things twice. So she was wondering if I was interested in them. And so I said, sure, and didn't have any idea what it was. She just said she'd send it to me. And so I finally got to our mailbox yesterday, and I was able to see what she sent. It was very exciting. So she sent me a little sampler stocking ornament by Abby Rose Designs, which is super cute. And she sent me a chart by Plum Street, Spring Has Sprung. And I didn't have this one either, so that was exciting. And then the thing that I got so excited about, because I have picked this pattern up, or chart up so many times and put it back down because it's kind of a big girl. But anyway, a shepherd's song. And I just love this one. But it was funny, I had already had Grateful, Thankful, Blessed in my rotation that had a big house. And I also have Summer at Hollyberry Farms, which has a big house. Excuse me. So anyway, I kept thinking, now you don't need this until you get one of those done. But this is a gift. So, I mean, you can start gifts anytime. You know, it's not a rule or anything. So I'm excited about that. I did figure out how big of a piece I need last night, but I was so tired I didn't get off the couch to go looking in my stash of cross stitch fabric. So, but that's on the agenda today because I believe this thing needs to be started tomorrow. Now I always have a question about what does consider something to be a sampler. Does it have to have the alphabet? Or, I mean, I would assume that's what makes things a sampler. And this doesn't have an alphabet, but I love it. And I'm going to start it tomorrow on Sampler September, I think. We'll see. Super cute. I love the black part of the house, which I'm definitely going to do. But I think I'm going to change up the flowers because I'm just not feeling the pink. But look at those sheep, all those different designs. And I will spring for the fancy floss for the grass. Anyway, this is very exciting. So I'm excited. Thank you so much, Mary Jane, for thinking of me. This community is so wonderful. Okay. So I think I've pretty much shared all the things that I really need to share. There was a few other little things that I had from the thrift store, but we'll save those for another video because we're almost at 30 minutes. I hope this thing uploads okay. So anyway, I hope whatever you do today brings you joy. I hope something in here was inspiring for you to start getting started with one of your projects. And if you do, share them with me on Instagram. My name is Lisa Abby 9137 on Instagram. And so share a picture with me there if you want. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.